Hello YouTubers and Instructablers. Here is just a short demo of Windows 2.03 on the NEC Multispeed. I made an Instructable on Instructables telling how to install Windows 2.03 on actual hardware. So, first of all, I need to type Win at the command prompt to start Windows. And here we go. This usually takes a while as there's a lot of stuff to load. So just be patient. You may be able to hear floppy drives being accessed in the background. Here's the background screen. This is changeable in screen colors. You can sort of manipulate the pattern with a few of the sliders, but you can't actually set a background screen, at least not that I know of. Here it is starting up the MS-DOS executive. That weird thing you saw in the middle of the screen was supposed to be the hourglass. It would have looked a lot better, except that I changed the background of the screen to be white, so it blends in a bit. Okay, Windows is now started up. So you can use the arrow keys to select what programs to run. Calculator, calendar, clock, command.com. You can actually run command.com. It will pop up like a command prompt window. However, it seems like you can't close it, and you can't actually close Windows when command is open, so you have to reset the computer. Here's the control panel. This is an MSP file, which stands for Microsoft Paint. It opens with the Paint program. Eventlog.txt, that's a file I made. Firefight.com, this is not actually included. This is something I put in here to try out DOS programs in Windows. Notepad, Paint, here's another MSP file. Reversi, and then these two are the startup files, win.com and win2000.bin. If I enter Control B, it will take me to the B drive, which is the weird hourglass again. Fonts, and the other programs. A few other programs like pithedit.exe and write, and then the other important Windows files, including win.ini, which can be quite useful sometimes. So, I guess probably you may be wanting to see a few programs. I pressed Control B. So we'll start off with Calculator. It usually takes a little while to load because first of all it has to access the file that the actual the disk that the actual program is on, and then it has to access the B drive to get all the graphic stuff. But here's Calculator. You can, if you have the mouse driver installed and a mouse, you can use your mouse cursor to press the numbers, or you can just use the keys to enter things. I just did a math problem. Then to close Calculator, you press Alt, or you could press either Edit or that bar across the top. You can select Exit, or you can select Close. You can also minimize, and it will put it along the empty space at the bottom of the screen. You might be able to see that little icon there. I'll try and zoom in on it. It's not working very well. My camera is horrible. Okay, got the video readjusted. So, here's clock. Some of these programs are useful, and some of them don't really have a practical use. In Windows 1.0, clock was just like this, and then when you minimized, it would show an icon that did not update with the time. However, at least in Windows 2.03, it will actually show an icon that updates with the time at the bottom. It just doesn't show the second hand. So that's a bit more useful. Let's see, the clock is correct. I'll minimize it. You can see that, maybe you can see, the icon keeps the normal time. Okay, I won't show you the control panel right now. Maybe I'll show you Reversey. Reversey was the only game included, though I really don't find it very fun because I don't know how to play. If you try and move to a square, well, yeah. So I'll minimize it. Oops. I'll show you Paint now. Paint is the largest program, I believe. It takes about 100 something, maybe about 160 kilobytes of space on a disk. I was afraid Paint wouldn't work when I first did this because this computer doesn't have a mouse, and so I was afraid it wouldn't work, but it does actually allow cursor key support, which basically means you use the arrow keys to control the cursor. It's not very fast, and it's not very super smooth movement either, but then I was afraid that because you can't move the cursor up, you wouldn't be able to get the tools, but Palette Tools allows you to do that. Each time you use a tool, it accesses the drive for a bit to figure out what to do. All the other tools are fully functional. The only thing this version of Paint lacked was color. I'll minimize it. I like the icon for Paint. This little palette. Okay, well, I guess I might show you shutting down Windows now. It tells you this will end your Windows session, and you can either select cancel or OK. If there are still applications present, it'll tell you that. Well, applications like Paint or Notepad are right. So, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.